the table over in Scotland is still green and white, with Celtic still leading the charge. But one of the chasing pack, can they get into it this weekend? We'll take a little look next. Video today. We look forward to match number 27, I believe, over in Scotland, and we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new, where you been? Smash your subscribe and keep you bang out of all things Scottish Premiership related, Blackburn Rovers related, world football related. We got it all here, boys. Under one Rooski, that's right. Goodness gracious me, Celtic remained top of the pops, of course, 1 point clear over the nearest and dearest. That is, of course, Rangers. Hibs, of course, struggling in mid-table, 7th for them right now, but of course, can they get themselves in the top half of the table this weekend? Of course, we'll look at it, all of it in a minute. Of course, big shout out to my VIPs. They're the patrons, guys. Thank you for loving, of course, behind the scenes. But anyway, we're going to jump in the deep end. Of course, a recap last games, of course, in the Scottish Premiership to see how you got on, how I got on as well. Close game, though, over in Aberdeen. Of course, managerless Aberdeen. 3-2 loss for Aberdeen over Celtic. I remember the 2-0 win myself. Meanwhile, Dundee United picked up a 2-0 win over Motherwell. Of course, to push them up to 4th in the table. Wow, wow, wee, wow. Hearts did lose to Dundee. A surprise result there. Of course, big win for Dundee as well, moving themselves a little bit closer to safety. Rangers 2-0 wins over Hibs. Of course, they did. Ross County 1-1 draw against Livingston. And, of course, St Mirren pick up a 2-1 over St Johnstone, of course, who are in trouble. Of course, the table looks like this. As you can see, Celtic lead the charge, 1 point clear over Rangers. Hearts are in 3rd, Dundee United are into 4th. Good season for them, and Motherwell are in 5th. Down the foot of the table, St Johnstone and Dundee are in trouble. Of course, Ross County not out of the woods just yet either. Let's take a look at, of course, our own little leaderboard here. Of course, well done to Frosty there, and Vinny Hung picking up 5 points out of 6. Not bad there, guys, not bad indeed. Shane O'Donnell also in the mix alongside Winky, Scottish FC, and Sean Brennan. Meanwhile, let's take a look at the ultra leaderboard. This is the mini leaderboard there. Shane O'Donnell kicks ass right now, 26 points on the board, and Deepak the Great is up there with 24, alongside Scottish FC are great as well. So well done to you guys. Of course, it could all change, though. It could all change in the next round of matches. So here we go. This is the link. Get involved with it. It's free to enter. Good bit of fun. Get your name in lights next week. And of course, don't forget we have the mini competitions throughout the season. Of course, the predictors of the month. So here are the next games. Of course, a bit of a bumper one here. We have a full fixture list plus a boosted bonus at the end of it. So we're going to jump in the deep end, kick it all off with, of course, a bit of a top table one there. Not really top table, but of course, Celtic up against Dundee. Of course, now these two sides have played each other, according to my eyes, 50 times in 988, 41 wins for Celtic, just 1 win for Dundee, and 8 draws. Of course, Celtic looking very, very good right now. I've actually won 8 home matches in a row, and they've got a winning streak of 9 games, of course. 100% form for them right now. Dundee, though, not too bad. 1 defeated past 6 for them, 67% form, of course. They're doing very, very well for themselves as well. Last time around, of course, over in Glasgow was a 60 win for Celtic back in August the 8th, of course. Meanwhile, they did play the reverse fixture as well this season, match number 13, of course, back in November. Over in Dundee was a 4-2 win for Celtic as well. It's just to be the 3rd occasion they've locked horns, of course, and we don't even know. I don't even want to go into the detail when Dundee's picked up their one and only win. Meanwhile, of course, Celtic picked up a 4-0 win over Wraith Rovers. That was in the Scottish Cup. Meanwhile, of course, Dundee picked up a 3-0 win over Peterhead in the Scottish Cup to remain in the competition as well. The odds, though, for this one, we have, of course, Celtic 91 on for the victory, 21 is your long shot, that's Dundee, and 13-2 is your draw. I'm going to go with the win, of course, for Celtic, 3-0 win. Of course we are. Of course we bloody are. Kicking off forward, it'll be Dundee United up against Rangers, of course, over at Tannadice. Now, these two sides have played 74 times in 99 forward, 60 wins of Dundee United, 45 wins of Rangers, and 13 draws. Just 1 defeat, though, in the past 6 games for Dundee, 67 Dundee United. 1 defeat the past 6 for Dundee United, of course. Rangers coming to also 1 defeat the past 6 as well. 75% form compared to Dundee United, 67. Meanwhile, of course, last time over in Tannadice, it was a 1-0 win for Dundee United back in August 2021. Of course, the reverse fixtures, of course, back in Ibrox, of course, in December was a 1-0 win for Rangers as well. So the away side's only won once in the past 5 games, of course, both in Dundee and Glasgow. Of course, Dundee United pick up a 1-0 win over Partick Thistle, coming just on the back of 1, 2, 3, 4 clean sheets in a row. Wow, we were up against the Rangers side, also coming to this on the back of a 3-0 win over Annan, and I've got 1, 2, 3 clean sheets in a row for Rangers. Kicking off forward, though, 50-2 is your Dundee United, 7-2 on is your Rangers, and 4-1 is your draw. Rangers got to win this one. It's going to be tricky. It's going to be tough, but I think they'll do it in the end. 2-0 win in the end for Rangers on this one. Hibs up against Ross County over at Easter Road. That's, of course, Edinburgh, if you don't know your geography. Played each other 25 times in 2010. 10 wins for Hibs, 10 for Ross County, and 5 draws. Of course, just 1 win in 6 for Hibs at the moment. 33% form up against the Ross County side, who've picked up just 1 win in 6 for them. 42% form as well. A lot of draws knocking around for both of these two sides. Last time around, round, of course, over at Easter Road. It was a 3-2 win for Hibs back in August 2021. The reverse fixture in Ross County was a 1-0 win for Ross County back in November as well. Of course, Ross County pick up a draw against Livingston. Of course, the Hibs beat Arbroath in the Scottish Cup to remain in the competition as well. Kicking on forward, Hibs pick up the odds 2017 on for the victory. 60-5 is your way. That's Ross County, and 12-5 is your draw. Tight one here. Going to go with the Hibs win here, 2-0 win to take it to the house. Livingston up against St Mirren at the Tony Macaroni Stadium. Of course, play each other on the 19th of Feb. 25 times since, of course, 2015. 10 wins apiece and 5 draws. Just one win in the past 4 games. So Livingston right now, 42% form up against the St Mirren side, unbeaten in the last 7 games, picking up 5 wins in the past 6, 92% form as well. Last round over in Livingston was a 4-3 win for Livingston. That was back in August 2021 in the League Cup. Of course, I'd scrap that. That wasn't the last time. The last time was back in October at the Tony Macaroni Stadium. It was a 1-0 win for St Mirren. That was in the league. The reverse fixture over in St Mirren, of course, back in November was a 1-1 draw as well. Livingston picked up a loss against Hearts in the Scottish Cup. They crash out on that tournament. St Mirren pick up a 4-0 win over Celtic Hearts to remain in the tournament as well. Okay, I keep on saying as well. It's in my bloody head. Get it out. Get it out of there. Kicking on forward. What do we have? What do we have on this one? We have Livingston 6-5 for the victory. 11-5 is your St Mirren, and 21-10 is your draw. Going to go with a win for nobody here. 1-1 down the middle, point split. How do you like that? Meanwhile, kicking on forward up against Motherwell against Aberdeen. Play each other 100 times in 95, 34 wins for Motherwell, 40 wins for Aberdeen, and 26 wins or draws between the two sides. Motherwell coming to just 1 win in 6 of them, 33% form up against Aberdeen side without a win in 6 games, 17% form. Last round at Fir Park, it was a 2-1 win for Motherwell in the Scottish Cup back a couple of days ago, actually. So they're playing each other quite in quick succession. They also play each other back in September in Motherwell, 2-0 win as well for Motherwell. In fact, Motherwell have beaten Aberdeen 3 times this season already. 2-0 at Fir Park, 2-0 in at Pittodrie back in November, and a 2-1 win at Fir Park in the Scottish Cup. So this will be the 4th occasion this season. Wow. Motherwell picking up a 2-1 win over Aberdeen last round. Of course, Aberdeen picking up a 1-1 draw against St Johnstone last round. So how are you like that? Kicking on forward, 9-5 is your Motherwell, 2-1 is your draw, 20-20 is your Aberdeen. Going to go with a 2-1 win for Motherwell on this one to take it to the house. Kicking on forward to the final 2. St Johnstone up against Hearts. That's right. Now these two sides have played each other 58 times in 97, 18 wins for St Johnstone, 20 wins for Hearts, 20 draws, of course. Just 1 win in 6 for St Johnstone right now, 42% form up against the Hearts side. Just 1 win in 4 for them, 42% form as well. Last round, of course, over at St Johnstone, McDermott Park was a 1-1 draw back in October 2021. The reverse fixture over in Edinburgh at Tynecastle was a 2-0 win for Hearts way back in January. St Johnstone pick up a draw against Aberdeen. Hearts pick up a 4-3 win over Livingston in the Scottish Cup to remain in the competition as well. Kicking off forward, St Johnstone picking up the odds, 14-5 for the victory, 2017 on is your Hearts, 9-4 is your draw. Going to go with the win for nobody here, 2-2 right down the middle. Of course, big point in the bag for St Johnstone, but of course they need some wins. And then finally the extra point here, it'll be Dundee up against St Mirren over at Dens Park. Played each other 22 times this year, 2009 wins for Dundee, 10 wins for St Mirren and 3 draws. Just 1 defeat past 6 games for Dundee right now, up against St Mirren side, unbeaten in the last 7, I thought it was. 92% for winning 5 out of the last 6. Last round over at Dens Park, it was a 2-2 draw back in July on match number 1. The reverse fixture at St Mirren back in October was a 1-0 win for Dundee as well. Dundee did pick up a result against Peterhead 3-0, of course. Last round, St Mirren picking up a 4-0 win over Celtic Hearts. Got odds on this one, 13-8 is your Dundee, 31-20 is your St Mirren, and 2-1 is your bloody draw. Going to go with the win for Dundee here. No, I'm not going to go with the draw in the end. 1-1 in the end. Bad week for Dundee, just the 1 point out of possible 6. St Mirren picking up just 2 points out of possible 6 as well. So not great for both of those two sides, but of course, points are in the bag. Anyway, that's of course my take on it. Be sure to get your own take on it as well, using the link, cut/Scott. And I'll see you back around next time. Be sure to give the video some love and smash your thumbs up, smash your subscribe, check the links down below. I'm on Twitter, I'm on Twitch, I'm on Facebook, I'm also on Patreon as well. But make sure you give it some loving. Smashing that thumbs up does it all wonders for the old algorithm. But until then, guys, I'll see you soon for the next one. Until then, we're done for now.